So the guitar community and the music world experienced a great loss today. Edward Van Halen, 65 years old. It had been suspected that he'd been sick for a while. And I've seen a lot of posts today of people, trying to give tribute. I've seen some that really, of people who had no, their channel isn't about anything about music or anything like that, and they were doing it. And of course, being a guitarist, being a musician, being involved with other musicians, we get kind of skeptical of others that are kind of outside of that realm. And my knee jerk was want to think that they were just trying to enterprise and gain views for, this tragic loss. But on the other hand, Eddie Van Halen was an extremely, extremely influential individual. And I just wanted to do a little video, sharing the impact he's had on my life and the influence he's had on my life to cause me to take the musical directions that I have. And as you can see, I didn't just go out and buy this. I've had this. This is actually my second Wolfgang, EVH Wolfgang Special. And I had to have a stripe series, and I just really loved his black and yellow striped series Wolfgang. And I had another one, and I sold it. Because to me, unless it's got stripes, it's not even a real Wolfgang. That's just how I am. I'm kind of a purist in that way in regards to Eddie Van Halen. When they hit the scene, 1977, 78, I was just a child, But in the 80s, with the advent of MTV, and seeing videos like Jump and Hot for Teacher, and then going into the later 80s when David Lee Roth had left Van Halen and Sammy Hagar joined in the ranks. That music shaped my teenage experience. It truly did. And I've often heard it said about Eddie Van Halen that he had not only was he a technical giant playing guitar, but he had a true sense of pop, of flair in music composition. Case in point, Dancing the Night Away. What a great song. And then as he was able to expand on that with a new singer, with Sammy Hagar, one of my favorite songs of all time. And then as far as guitar songs go from the Sammy Hagar era, Hot Summer Nights. If you haven't ever heard that song, listen to the guitar of Hot Summer Nights. Oh my God, it's such a great song. But probably one of the most influential songs of that era was Dreams. And to borrow the lines of that song, in the end, it's on dreams that we will depend, because that's what love is made of. And even now I get choked up thinking about that. That song had spoke to me in such hard times in my life, when I didn't see any hope, and it was dreams. He wrote a song about dreams and looking forward and knowing that there's something better coming. Eddie Van Halen's a giant. And I have this movie here, and I'm going to play a clip out of this movie, just a quick clip. But in this movie, they talk about, guitar influences. They named Jimi Hendrix as being one of the major first innovators of rock and hard rock and metal guitar that changed everything. And then you had a slew of guitarists after that, Ritchie Blackmore, so on and so forth, that were really good. But they weren't innovators. They weren't ones who changed things. The next one that came along was Eddie Van Halen. And I would argue to say that he was the last innovator. Eddie Van Halen was the last one. Yeah, there's great guitar players after that, but nobody since Eddie Van Halen has truly changed the game as far as playing this electric guitar goes. What an influence. 500 years from now, Eddie Van Halen, he'll be remembered. I've got some of my Van Halen memorabilia. EVH 5150 Overdrive. What a great sound, that brown sound. Of course, the all familiar flanger on Ain't Talking About Love. Oh my God. And of course my Wolfgang and EVH case, and I even got a Wolfgang neck on this project guitar. And everybody wants to be like Van Halen, you know. And I remember, and I wanted to kind of just, as a tribute to Van Halen, what is something that is that would probably be the most honoring to a guitar player? There's a pantheon of innovators, and he's at the top of that for sure. But there's another level for those who are just starting out. Everybody learns certain riffs as they first pick up the guitar. First one, Smoke on the Water. Everybody plays that. Iron Man. Super easy, but so powerful and inspiring, and it gets the juices flowing and gets you going. Then, of course, people play Crazy Train, and there's a slew of Metallica lists, but arguably I would say the tapping part of Eruption is probably one of the quintessential bedroom guitarist, beginner guitarist licks. And it's not a beginner thing. I sloppily played it at the beginning of this video, but I haven't played Eruption in a long time. But I remember sitting down to learn Eruption all the way through, that thinking in my head, thinking if I could play Eruption, I could play anything. That's not true, of course, but it's inspiring. It inspired me to try, and it's influenced my playing. I tap in almost every song that I play. What a loss. What a loss. Sir Edward, rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace in high gain, harmonic heaven. You're a legend. And you've changed many a guitar player's life. He will be missed. Even little bitty practice amp EVH. He will be missed. But his legacy will live on. Pick up your guitar and play, guys. Pick up your guitar and play. Because Edward Van Halen is watching. And that's what he would want. Alright. Thank you for watching. God bless.
There were just so many guitar players out there. I can't even go into them, but I collected them all. I bought all the records, and I thought to myself, man, it's 1977. Who's next? And I kept searching and buying records, and I go to the store. Oh, there's a whole bunch of disco records. I got to go weed through these. Now there's a bunch of punk records. I got to weed through these. This guy looks like he might be able to play guitar. Nah, he sucks. Who's going to be the next guy?